Alright, we're live. What's up, everybody? Um, had a rough weekend. Had to get tooth extracted on Saturday, and my mouth hurts. So we're gonna be live trading today. Maybe not super hard live trading. We'll see what if something presents itself or not. Over the weekend, I really had to take some time to think about Friday's trade. Sorry, up in here, and how it was a bad trade overall. I like to be able to trade in the discount of a range. That's the goal, that's the priority. And if you look from our low to our high, alright, so our London low to essentially what was a New York high, we're trading in the super premium of that range. Which, first off, is not how I want to be trading, right? I want to be trading from at a minimum equilibrium, but really and truly down in here. This is where I want to trade. Now, if I just put on the retake tool real quick, I'm just doing this so we can look at price a little bit easier. When you look here, and price comes into that area, where is it that it shows some form of a reversal, right? You could say this is the first one here, but really and truly how this closes with no wick, I hate those types of candles. Not something I would ever take. See us push down lower. We have this very clean order block that is sole purpose is to sweep liquidity, right? Even if you look at this first one, let me just put my lines on real quick so even if you look at this first one, it doesn't really sweep all the liquidity out of the market, right? Versus you look at this, that was pretty good. You can clearly see we have these equal lows in here that gets taken along with this trend line liquidity, and then we take off. Now the timing is off, but that's a much better trade than anything taken excuse me, up in here where I was trading. I also failed to recognize that let me go back over here. Why am I not? Okay, there we go. I also failed to recognize, right, at the time, that, just delete this though, that we actually made equal highs, right? Relative equal highs here. I did not realize that. I really and truly thought that we had stopped somewhere down here. Hence why I was looking for the continuation on up. So that's a faux pas on my part. And it 100% changes the way in which, I look at price. So, that's going to be the same thing I'm going to be doing here today. Trying to be a little bit more precise with it and move from there. Now, I do expect some form of reaction from London High. Moving on to today, right? I do expect a reaction from London High and possibly for us to go lower. Well, if you look at the daily, look, oh man, this is always a pain. If you look at the daily, right? We could have put in the low. It's very possible, but we do have this daily FEG right below, which is where I would prefer price to come into before shooting on up. But if we look at price here, right, we could very easily continue on up. When I draw from low to high, right, clearly came into the premium, respected the premium. We failed to close below the equilibrium point. So it may be that we just want to go higher from here. But I do see, obviously this is a reaction to London High. which is now getting swapped. This is London low. So yeah, that's kind of how I'm looking at it. In terms of this, I could definitely see price coming right back down, taking out the London low before going higher, or not going higher. So I'm just trying to piece together what price really wants to do, what it's trying to do. So yeah. Damn, my mouth hurts. Oh shoot, I'm wrong. This is actually London high. This one. That's London high there. Not this one. This is 304. 303, 304. Mm-hmm. Now, in order for me to go long, I need to have some form of sweep of liquidity. The 9 o'clock kind of did that. We've already come into this area. So, pretty much need to be patient with it. Let it do its thing. Let it do its thing. And some would say, this is a sweep of liquidity here, which is true to an extent. Need some form of pullback before I can do anything, man. if I were to take this, where is it that I'm going to break even? Alright, that's kind of how I think. And the only place to go break even is this low. Kind of a sticky situation, that. So, just gonna wait it out. So look at the 5 real quick. And now that's closed. Maybe not closed, but close to being closed. Damn, all of them. Alright, how I would play this now. I said October, so I'm not gonna do it, but I would do this. And so that would be the entry there. And we'd be going up to this. What is that? If that lines up with anything. Pretty much lines up with all-time highs. That's how I would be looking to play it. Oh man, my mouth hurts, man. I won't lie to you, my mouth is killing me. But to be fair, this doesn't really make sense. Because there isn't really a liquidity sweep. They're like taking trades with liquidity. When liquidity is taken, man, those are all the best trades. So I actually think this would be a loss if I took it. Liquidity is such a beautiful thing. Why would I use this as an inverse? Well, if it is an inverse, maybe you can still go up from here. And we can very much still go up from here. Why would I use this inverse? This is the FEG. I react from it. So this is active. That's how I like to look at it. Personally, I think we go up from here. No, we have this sweep of liquidity. But we'll see. All depends how we close. All depends on how we close. Alright, I'll do it. Put it in. Let me put my buy stop. Yeah, somewhere up there. Break even point. Let me erase this real quick. So, break even is here. This low here. So that's break even there. It's not looking good, bro. Yeah, we're out. Boy, decision making, man. I'm getting longs though. Stop below here. Yeah, I'm getting longs. I'll put my stop here, sell stop. No, not that low. Here. Break even is up here. And actually I actually fly from here now. Let's see. I'm gonna say if I lose this, I'm gonna take like 2 weeks off because something has changed in my mentality in trading. So I'm honestly, if I lose this here now, I'm probably gonna be out until October. But we'll see. You know, we shall see. Well, I'm also going away next week, so you know, there's that too. So I probably should, you know, I'll definitely take that week off. But mentality, not an issue, but kind of an issue. Alright, cool. Well, break even. There we go. Break even. Alright, now targets this one here. I'm gonna do 3 off. Shit, did we do that already? I think we did, you know. I'm gonna do 3 off here. Yeah, sell limit. 3 there. We'll see. So I'll do 3 there. Cool. So that's 3 done. So modify to 2. Confirm. Yeah. Then I'm gonna do 2 at this high here. Let the rest just kind of do its own thing. Sell limit of 2. There we go. And that's pretty much gonna be that for the day. Wait, oh, yeah. I'm down $22 on the day, which is fine. That's from the loss. We'll see what the long kind of does. So where'd you get in? We got in pretty much like this. Stop was down here. Target 1 was here, and target 2 is here. Alright, so something like that. We'll see what happens. But that's pretty much the trade. So yeah, that's pretty much the trade. Probably shouldn't have taken that first one because it didn't really make too much sense, but hey, whatever. Oh wait, no. I need to put my entry where I actually entered. Or where I was filled, which is all the way up here. Jeez. Such a horrible entry. From where it should have been. Well, whatever. Let's check something else real quick. Orders. It says filled, but it doesn't say how much I made on the trade, which is kind of what I want to do. Let's see what I made. Oh, whatever. Yeah, so still moving. Still moving. Yeah, if we took this, we're going it up. At a minimum, I think we take that, but I think we go try to push for all-time highs. We'll see. We'll see. Look at 60% on this thing. This one. This is 66, so 50%. Actually 60%. 60%. Take out there. Let the rest kind of run. So I'll put on the 5 minute and let it run on the 5. One win, one loss on the day. The loss was kind of impulsive. The win, ooh, we're almost there. The win made a lot more sense. There we go. Win and a loss on the day. So, you know, it is what it is. Delete this now. Unfortunate for the loss, but it is what it is. cool. Look at that, huh? Get that. So yeah, we're done for the day. I'm out. Still netted $82 in profit. Look, man. You got your winners, you got your losers. It is what it is. I think it's to stay disciplined, right? Gotta stay disciplined. So yeah, I'm done for the day. I'm out of here. I'll do a recap of the loss and a recap of the win later on today. So yeah, hope everyone has a good day.